everyone, and for any Russians watching this video, Всем привет! Welcome to another short car review. Today I'll be taking you around one of Russia's most iconic pieces of automotive history. Now, this has been widely sold all over Russia for many years and has been such a good car to the people of Russia. I thought I'd review it because it was actually recently added to Greenville and is currently Greenville's only car from Russia. Now this here is a 1995, or should I say 1975, Russian Lada Riva, also known as the VAZ or VAZ 2107. Now this has been sold from 1975 all the way to 2012, making it Russia's most produced car. Now under this hood is a 1.7 liter 4-cylinder engine producing a whopping 80 horsepower, and honestly, that's just the treat of the Lada. It's slow, it's as aerodynamic as the average brick, it's so customizable, you can make it look so good without having proper Russian in you. Honestly, I love this car, being that it gets up to 28 miles to the gallon, and the fact that it's just a car. It's just the perfect way to describe a car. 4 doors, brick aerodynamics, good wheels, good engine, slow, and just sturdy. Now, I'm going to show you what it's like in the dealership page. Alright, welcome to the dealership page of the 1995 Lada 2107. Now, this is ironically called the 1995 Volsky Rocket, and that's pretty ironic because it's one of the slowest cars you can buy in game. Now, this car comes in 3 trims, with the base model being called Basic, with the specs being rather accurate. Because, you know, it has 64 horsepower for the base model, 88 miles an hour for top speed, rear wheel drive for all trims, 27.5 miles a gallon, I guess. Now we have a wagon version called the Combi, which is basically the same thing but a wagon. And then we have the Deluxe. The Deluxe is basically a much nicer and slightly more powerful Lada Riva. Now, this one is the one we have here. It has a whopping 75 horsepower 4-cylinder engine, producing the same amount of gas mileage. It has an alleged top speed of 113 miles an hour. I'll even be surprised if we hit 90 during the speed test. So anyway, it comes in a nice variety of colors. I feel like these all fit Ladas pretty well, and I'm just gonna say it now, sue me, but I like the Ladas. They're good cars. Alright, so now that's it for the dealership page. Let's see how this thing sounds. Alright, now that our relatively unamusing sound and lighting test is finished, it's now time to see what the fastest machine in the world has to offer. Alright, so now at the speed test, I know this car is offered in a usual 5-speed manual, but today I'm just going to use semi because, you know, it's easier to shift and therefore more accurate acceleration times. So anyway, let's floor it in 3, 2, 1... Alright, I'm surprised we hit top speed here. So we're looking at a top speed of 113 miles per hour, powered by the rear wheels only and by a measly 80 horsepower engine. Let's check the braking. For a Lada, they're surprisingly good brakes. Now that's all that's left is to see how this machine drives. Alright, so the first thing I noticed about the Lada is that it has the usual body roll of a brick, and as I said earlier in the intro, this has the aerodynamics of a brick, as there's barely any curves. It's just straight line carism, I guess. So yeah, in my opinion, this car is pretty relaxing to drive around in because it's actually in a Kata box that's very affordable in the game. As you guys saw, the highest trim of this car is only available for only like $8,500, which is quite a deal if you ask me. Though it may be slow, it's still like such a charm. You're driving in a highly memed car just for the fun of it, and you're having a total blast with it. And honestly, I love it. I love it like that. And honestly, I really like driving this car. It just suits me because it's old. It's been selling for a long time. It's an Econo box. It's slow for just the fun, and it's basically just as powerful as the average snail. So yeah, that's the reason why I love this car. And overall, if I were to give my best opinions on it, I suggest get it if you have nothing else to do, because there's so many good options. But just use this as like a last resort because there's only so many options you have left. And plus, it's cheap. You can use it for as long as you want, since you'll barely run out of gas. And honestly, yeah, for the rating, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because of its almost perfection. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next car review. See you then, and have a great rest of your day.